The story begins in the 1940s, when the world had just seen what machines could do in war. Code breakers, radar systems, early computers, these weren't thinking machines, but they hinted at something more. One question began to surface among mathematicians and philosophers. Could a machine ever think like a human? In 1950, a British mathematician named Alan Turing gave that question a test. Instead of asking what thinking meant, he asked something simpler. Could a machine behave intelligently enough to fool a human? His proposal, later called the Turing test, didn't build AI, but it gave the world permission to seriously chase the idea. The real birth of artificial intelligence came in the summer of 1956 at a small academic workshop at Dartmouth College. A young computer scientist named John McCarthy invited a handful of researchers and used a bold new term in his proposal: artificial intelligence. The claim was daring, that every aspect of learning and intelligence could, in theory, be described so precisely that a machine could be made to simulate it. That summer didn't produce thinking machines, but it launched a field. Early optimism exploded. In the 1960s, researchers built programs that could solve math problems, play games, and mimic conversation. One program, ELIZA, shocked users by responding like a therapist, even though it didn't understand a single word. Governments poured money into AI research, convinced human-level intelligence was just decades away. They were wrong. By the 1970s and 1980s, computers proved too weak, data too scarce, and promises too big. Funding collapsed. These periods became known as AI winters, when the idea of intelligent machines survived mostly in science fiction. The revival came quietly. In the 1990s, faster computers and better algorithms returned progress to the field. In 1997, IBM's Deep Blue defeated world chess champion Garry Kasparov, the first time a machine had outperformed a human at a game, long considered a symbol of intelligence. But the real breakthrough came in the 2010s, when three forces converged: massive amounts of data, powerful graphics processors, and neural networks inspired by the human brain. Machines didn't learn like humans. They learned through patterns, probability, and scale. In 2012, a neural network shattered image recognition records. From that moment on, progress accelerated fast. Speech recognition improved. Translation became usable. Machines began writing, drawing, predicting, and reasoning, not because they understood the world, but because they learned its structure. Artificial intelligence wasn't a single discovery. It was a slow realization, stretched across decades, that intelligence could be approximated, modeled, and reproduced in ways no one expected. And today, the question has changed. It's no longer can machines think? It's what happens now that they almost can.